Oh, there she is. She's back. Okay. Wait a minute now.
All right. All right, ladies. We are rolling. We are live. Welcome y'all to Monday. I think we lost Cole again. That's okay. She'll come back in, but we are here at Mama Crush Mondays. And we use this platform to encourage women. We crush on women who are just amazing at whatever they're doing, and most importantly, being a mommy while doing it and while rocking it. And today I'm crushing on Teisha. I've known Teisha since 2011. We met in 2011 when we went through a training together. And I've just been following her, looking at her progress, her fitness life, her fitness world, and still being a mama and rocking that thing out. So we are going to get right into it because I can't wait to see what Teisha has to share with us. So Teisha, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here with us today. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you.
All right. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the world know who you are. Tell us a little bit about just who Teisha is, who Mama Teisha is, and what you have to share for health and wellness today.
All right. Hi, family. My name is Teisha Robertson, and I go by Taylor Fit for You. I'm a military mom of 2 energetic boys, and I'm also a certified personal trainer. And recently, actually, during the pandemic, I took it upon myself, had some time to become a certified nutrition coach. My goal is to motivate people to live your best life through nutrition, health, and wellness. You know, oftentimes we hear a pill a day keeps the pounds away. And, you know, my goal is to just motivate everybody. As Natasha just mentioned, I am a mom and I also work full time in the military. So trying to manage and get around this world that where there's no handbook on how to be a mom and how to be a parent, you know, it's a whirlwind. It's something that you just have to kind of go full speed ahead and make it the best you can with the resources that you have. So in my time of I'm a mom of 2 boys, one that's 9, one that's 6, soon to be 7. So I've been doing this for 9 years now. And, you know, it's glad to see that somebody's crushing on me. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I was gonna tell you, so I wore this shirt. I love boy moms, like nothing against girl moms, but we just chill different because it's just different.
It sure is.
So, and you got 2 of them.
2 bouncing, energetic boys. My life is always ripping, running, and it's always something new and different each and every day.
Mm-hmm. And that's been one thing. So actually today, my brother has my son. They went away for the weekend, and then they're on their way back now. But today I was just like, oh, it wasn't like the best weather, but I was able to get outside. I went for a 2-mile run, and I'm just like, this is wonderful. So I love the fact that you are still finding ways to still work out, because I'll be honest, that's one of my struggles. It's just trying to find that time, like where to put it in and how to get it in. I do a lot with my son to try to get a little bit in, but as you know, it's not the same when you're working out with the baby. So give me a little bit, like just talk about how you maintain your amazing fitness. You're still rocking your mama duty. I know earlier you said they had practice and math and tutoring or whatever. So just give me a little bit of that so I can try to work it out myself.
So as you mentioned, it can definitely be a struggle. Being a parent, you know, that's always first, families first. So trying to figure out and how to put time in is something that it was a huge adjustment. So what I want to do is just take you back a little bit. and just kind of talk about my journey and where I am for today, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to just start off with my background. As a young girl, like so many others, I struggled with weight. I remember me as a shy 15-year-old high school student. I would never forget this one particular day was one of the most embarrassing day, yet ultimately the day that changed my life in the most positive way ever. What should have been one of the best days of my life, as I had just got inducted into the honor society in high school. As I was leaving the assembly, I would never forget walking down the hallway. It was packed hallway. I remember because all of the students had just left the assembly. And as I'm walking, this one girl next to me yelled out really loud, "Oh my gosh, Teisha, why are you taking up the whole hallway like that?" Like I said, I immediately cringed. I wanted to cry. I could feel the tears welling up in my eyes, but I had to stop myself because I was like, that would make it worse. Like then I feel like everyone will start laughing at me. So I found the nearest bathroom, went into the bathroom, and I bawled my eyes out. So from that day, and as I mentioned, I was a shy 15-year-old girl. So from that day, I said, no matter what, I was going to lose this weight. I don't care what I had to do. I was going to do it. However, I'm not going to lie to you. I did it what people would say, quote unquote, is the quick, fast, and non-healthy way. I used to go a day without eating. I tried every technique, every measure that it would take under the sun. However, the weight came right back. It came right back. And it just wasn't working. So it wasn't until I went into college. So my weight would fluctuate up and down, up and down, up and down. So when I went into college, it was when I learned and picked up more resources and techniques. And I actually took a boxing class in college. I took it to get an easy A, but then it actually was something that ultimately changed my life for the good. I remember in that class, I was going into New Year's, and I remember I said to myself, this was going to be the year. I set a goal, I wrote it down, and I said, I am going to lose 50 pounds. I am not going to lie to you. That 50 pounds that year. And I would never forget, I lost the weight that year. I not only did I lose it, but I did it what I call the healthy way, the healthy option way, where what I did was I changed what I ate. Instead of I used to remember Big Macs was my thing. I remember like, oh, I'll eat a Big Mac, but that would be all I'll eat for the day. So like I said, I did so many different things, and then I realized that's not how to do it. So I came up with these techniques of eating healthy, eating more fruits, eating more vegetables, learning which carbs are good carbs compared to the ones that are a bit more starchy that may not be as healthy. So I changed my diet and lost the weight. So fast forward to today, I'm still now it's an uphill battle. It comes and goes, but I'm able to maintain my weight now. Fast forward to getting married, becoming a mom, and now having 2 kids. I'm not going to lie to you. It can be a struggle because now that my life has completely done a 360, I'm still working full time and I still have to manage 2 kids. So to try to handle everything, I had to put myself on a schedule. So what I decided to do was I knew that my health was important. I want to be able to be there for my boys. They're into every sport. I want to be able to play around with them, join in on the sports, and live a long and healthy life. With us, especially with Black people, we tend to be at higher risk for certain diseases such as hypertension and diabetes and high cholesterol. And I vowed that in order for me to keep myself healthy, I needed to become the healthy me I can be. So what I did was, and this is not, for everyone, but it worked for me. After I had my second son, and I wanted to kind of get back to a healthy me, I decided I wanted to still be there for them, still go to all their activities. So I adjusted my schedule. I woke up at 4 a.m. on most days. So before they wake up, I was up. I had at least an hour to 2 hours to myself, whether it was me working out in my basement, using no weights, using a treadmill, or even sometimes going to the gym, because I went to a 24-hour gym. So I would wake up at 4 a.m, work out, give myself a shower, and then head off to work. So that came with a lot of things, because at first it was very hard, very difficult to adjust to waking up at 4 a.m. Who does that when the world is still asleep? You're up at 4. So I'm up at 4, but eventually it became second nature. To fast forward to today, I actually wake up before my alarm clock goes off because my body is so used to it that I can't even sleep in anymore. So with me doing that, yes, it means now my bedtime has moved up because sleep is just as important as everything else. So now I'm in bed by 8 or 9 o'clock just so I can make sure to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But I feel so much more accomplished. I get so much more done. And when I'm able to get started, I work out, I feel more energized. I feel good about it. Now it's done. It's done. I don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. And I just feel better about myself. So it's for me, what has helped me was to really plan it out. 4 o'clock may not work for everyone. However, if you set a plan and you set a schedule and say, this is the time I'm going to allot to doing it, even if it's during a lunch break, even if it's, just setting a time will help. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. And I tell people this all the time, 1440 minutes in a day. You can set aside at least 30 minutes, 3 to 5 days a week to work out and to be healthy. While that's 20%, 80% is nutrition, but we could find the time to do everything else. But when it comes to working out, I think that's where people feel like they struggle a bit, but you can always break it up. So that's why I feel it helps setting up a schedule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even, so listen, let me back up first because you just gave us a powerful, fruitful, full introduction. And let me tell you, some type of little negative energy just happened with trying me to get on the computer and get started. So I missed some of the beginning.
Okay.
You are, look, whatever you're talking about, you passionate. And I know that you worked hard to get where you are. I hear it out in your voice.
Thank you.
But you're so right. Like, I feel like over the years, actually, my undergraduate degree is in kinesiology. So I was a personal trainer in corporate fitness for about 2 years. Mm-hmm. I loved it. I love being healthy. I was probably the healthiest in my life at that time. But you're so right. We make time for what we want to make time for. And when you put that in your routine and you start to be intentional, you can lose 50 pounds. But it is literally doing that. And that's what separates. I was reading something and it said, what separates the millionaires or successful people from unsuccessful people is the people who are willing to do the work.
It's true.
So that's not easy, getting up, having kids and having a husband and doing all these things. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you, as you said, it's all about putting in work. A lot of people think that it's, losing weight is just as easy as, to be honest, gaining weight is very easy. Losing weight takes time. Mm-hmm. I've heard people so many times say, oh, I'm going to just take this pill. I'm going to do this detox. I'm going to do this. How often have you heard or seen the ads showing those drastic before and after weight loss pics and the promise of losing 10 pounds in 10 days? Mm-hmm. They feature all these success stories and real people just like you and I. And thanks to the pill, they're toned and in shape in 10 days. But you and I, everyone knows that losing weight isn't that easy. It takes far more than some daily pill to lose unwanted body fat. Mm-hmm. I always say the ultimate goal should always be to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Once you drop the pounds, you want to keep it off, not just to have a bikini body for a week, but a fit and healthy body for life. Those drastic diet pills, teas, They will work. They work, but they're what I call the quick fixes. They're what I call the true diets. If you want something quick and you know that you have a goal just for a specific time, a specific day, they will work. But if you're looking for something long-term that becomes a part of you, a part of your mind, body, and soul, and a part of who your being is, it's all in what I call a healthier you, a healthy lifestyle.
And
And those,
even being a mom, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're good.
Were you saying something else?
Okay.
No.
No.
With being a mom, and like, since this is Mama Crush Monday and we're crushing on you today, talk about some of your experiences as being a mom, because I mean, even think about getting up at 4:00 in the morning. Your day started at 4, and your babies might not go to bed till 9, 10 o'clock at night. So that's a commitment by itself. So talk a little bit about that.
Hold on, let me go back, Teisha, because I was going to make a point. So you were talking about like the pills and the quick fixes. What I learned, like some of those pills, you still have to watch what you're eating. They're still saying, you have to do certain things. You still have to have some dedication, even when taking up. When you get the surgery, you have to watch what you're eating.
Yes.
So, I had a family member who did that surgery, and I said, well, you still have to do work. You still have to have.
It's true. Definitely.
So it comes down to just having that discipline. But just wanted to go back to there before we move
you're absolutely right. And that's the whole key, is discipline, dedication, and also the mindset. You have to have that mindset that you want to do it, you're going to do it, and you're going to put in the work to do it. It's not going to happen overnight. Anything that happened overnight is easily reversed. So It's a process. It's a progress. It takes time. It takes that dedication. So you're absolutely right. So in terms of my world as a mom, like I said, 2 boys. I was just telling Latasha tonight, just today alone, my 2 boys, they both had tutoring. They go to a math and reading tutor from 4 to 5:30. Then from that, I rushed over to my oldest had outdoor baseball at a field. So my world is extremely scheduled, regimented, and it's crazy, because I would say one of my challenges or downfall is if something goes off center or off a schedule, it's like I may panic, like, oh my goodness, this is not supposed to be put into this place. But in terms of my world, is scheduled, it's structured, and my kids have become used to mommy's working out at 4 a.m. Sometimes they'll look out to see if my car is outside, or they'll come straight down to the basement and find me and say, just the other day, my son came down, was like, it's a great day to be alive. Mommy's working out. They're so used to it. Now with the pandemic, a lot has shifted, a lot has changed. But prior to COVID, just making sure the kids had everything scheduled for their day to go to school, their lunches, pre-packed lunches, for instance. They also had to have a scheduled bedtime, because I'm in bed early. So we got to get on the schedule. So we're on the same page, because just health is not only important to me, but I exude it onto them as well, because I want them to also grow up to live a healthy lifestyle. But before the pandemic, again, everything was hustle and bustle. My kids literally play every season sport, from basketball to baseball to football, to soccer. They also play instruments. One plays guitar, the other plays drums, and they both play piano. So my life was just always ripping and running. So I always had to be on a schedule. I set everything in my calendar. My phone and my calendar is truly my best friend. It doesn't matter. If you call me today and say, hey, Teisha, I need this, my son is having a birthday party. I'm like, when is it? It's going immediately in my calendar, and it has a reminder. Everything has a reminder. I can keep up and I don't forget. But that's how I have to operate. I have to have a schedule, keep up with the calendar, and plan things. I try my best to plan, but with kids, as you know, like I said, some things just can happen at the drop of a dime. And I have to also learn to adjust to those type of situations. I can be at work and the nurse calls and say, hey, I need you to come pick up your son. or school is closing early for XYZ. So these things are not pre-planned that I always have to adjust for. So I think that's why I got into the habit of waking up early to work out, because I feel like if I get up before the world starts or before the kids are off, what can go wrong? Who can interrupt me? Who can stop me from that time that I set aside? And it's rare that anything stops me besides maybe snow if I'm going to the gym or something. But yeah, I would say that's how I've been functioning. Now, the pandemic has put a complete 360, because that has been extremely challenging. I didn't expect to now be a momager, a timekeeper, an IT specialist, a short order cook, and an educator. These things I've had to add to now all day having the kids at home while I continue to work. Now that has been, one of the biggest challenges that I've had to overcome. So now I had to keep them on a schedule as well. And, that's just been life.
Look at them in the background. Teisha, I know that you have an amazing gym at your house. Like, you have everything there. It is just, I feel like that you don't have to go anywhere. But what tips do you have for women who may not have that luxury to have the gym there, like things that they can do at home? Or do you have anything that's on the horizon for mothers?
So definitely, I feel like there's so many options. There's a lot of no weight workouts that you can do that you use your own body weight for as well. For instance, a simple push-up is something that doesn't require a gym or weights. And there's a lot. You can walk, a lot of people, walk, run also are some options. It's so much that you can do that doesn't require. I am currently working on a 1-month nutrition and fitness program for us busy working women who need somewhere to start or even maintain a healthy lifestyle. So for the Tailor Fit Queens who want some additional support and motivation to go off, my program motto, which is going to be go away flab or go off. And, I'm not a fan of using the word diet, because I feel when you diet is something that is short-lived. But when you set your mind, body, and soul into living a healthier life through getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, staying active at least 3 to 5 days a week, and eating the right foods packed with colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy carbs such as sweet potato, and lean protein like chicken and fish, for instance. I always go back to reminding people there's 1,440 minutes in a day. So if we can just take 30 minutes, even if it means breaking it out, maybe also other things that you don't always have to, what I call working out. Park your car further if you're going into the store. Take the stairs if you're at work instead of taking the elevator. It's just important that we protect our health, preserve our quality of life, and we get ready to tailor fit your goals with go off. It's just so much. People don't really see vacuuming. That's being active.
It is, especially when you go from doing nothing to doing something. Just getting up, doing, crunches, 20 crunches every once an hour or every 2 hours. I mean,
exactly.
How do you feel about these? Because I feel like my watch has become my reminder, my best friend, my girlfriend, my assistant, because it's telling me my meetings and you've been sitting too long. Get up and stand.
I actually love those because, like you said, they give you the reminders and they count your steps. I mean, it's like a buddy that's with you all 24 hours a day. And I mean, it helps to remind you, motivate you, and make sure you do it. And if you don't do it, that's because you told your buddy, I'm not doing it today, so leave me alone.
Right. But what's so funny? I told Tasha this, and my sister, I think too. This is my fitness, because I do an office job, work at a hospital, so I'm not moving that much. But since we've been doing this entrepreneurial thing, I've noticed I'm getting more steps, right? So we hosted an event in November, and I don't know if you have an Apple Watch, but it has like, you get 3 rings. It's like one for stand, go, move, go, and maybe steps or something. And on the day of our event, my watch, I got all 3, and my watch started lighting up and flickering, and it was at the end of the day after I was tired, I was stinky, I was sweaty, and then I was like, yes, I did it. And I felt good, but I knew I was only able to do it because I had been working out. Tasha and I had been going to the track, running and walking, because it was a long day, you know. So
that's good.
You're right. It's a lifestyle though. It's something you really have to change. You said something earlier, your mindset. It's like, what's important, because the weak don't get up at 4:00 in the morning to go work out.
It's true.
Because that's not like something that's easy to do, especially when you running all day and you going to bed 9, 10 o'clock at night. It's not easy.
Oh my gosh,
but that's
commitment. It is definitely a commitment, you know. And like I said, it's not just even the working out. I also am an advocate for, 80% of the battle is really what we eat. What we eat is really what we put in our mouth is really what's very important, in addition to the working out. I'm an advocate for, there's so many different foods out there, and I love food. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love food. So I had to also learn how to portion control, how to learn which foods are healthier and which are not. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to eat that because it's not going to taste as good as the other food. Let me tell you something. There's so much you can do to healthy food, even if you're a vegetarian or vegan. It's so much and so many opportunities out there, from different foods that are just as healthy. Instead of, saying, I'm going to have a beef burger today, maybe try the alternative of a turkey burger, which is a bit more lean, or even a veggie burger. It still packs the punch and it still tastes just as good. So my motto is, that with being healthy comes nutrition and getting a great, nice rest and sleep. If you don't get enough sleep or enough rest, that affects your day as well. So I'm an advocate for making sure your whole mind, your body, your soul is all with one. We are all more than just our thoughts. We are also our mind, body, and spirituality. All these things, they connect to give us our identity. And it determines our health and make us who we are today. And once you have it all connected and everything in sync, it's like second nature.
Yeah, and I was just telling my friend, I was like, it's when you think about it, it may seem like a lot, but once you start doing it, and you said it earlier too, you're more productive. Like sometimes people can't put it together because like, oh, I have to get stuff done. But if you get that 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your day is so much productive when you're awake. And I remember this too, Teisha, is setting our kids up for generations, because I'm not sure about you, but the way I was raised was different than how I'm trying to live now and raise my son, right? Because we wanted it to taste good, and it had to have all the hog, all the good tasting meats, and, everything that may have tasted good but not been good. And the other day we were driving, and Micah wanted. We were in the car with Peyton, and they wanted to go to McDonald's, and I was like, Miss Tasha doesn't do McDonald's, and they were like, oh, you're boring. I said, that's okay, I can be boring, but y'all gonna be healthy. Y'all
they'll thank you later.
It's like, call me boring, and I think that's important too, is that when your kids start seeing you eating that way, hopefully it will set that foundation too for their health as well.
It's true.
It's true, because I'm on the opposite end of that. I don't mean to cut you off before we go forward. Is that my mom lives with me, and health, working out, fitness is not on her radar at all. And her eating habits, I see break off in my child while she asking to go to McDonald's, right? Because that's what she's used to, right? And it is tough to be with all the roles we have going on, working out, getting to the games, having a whole 8-hour job, having side hustles, having friends, being an aunt, being a sister, being all these things, and still trying to make sure, we barely can get food on the table by 8 o'clock. Like, that's like a daily struggle. So to see, for me, listening to your story and seeing how you are crushing it, that's why you're on here, because it takes commitment and dedication, and knowing that, like you said, it's a mindset, but it's bigger than just you, right? It's the whole empire, your whole legacy has to be in tune with this. And that's also a benefit of it. Because if you're doing it, they're seeing you doing it, and it's making them want to do it.
Yeah. Sometimes I may, post my kids, they're extremely athletic, and I was not an athletic person. So going back to my background again, I wasn't into any sports. I didn't play any sports. I did volleyball in 12th grade, but my reason for playing was because I was like, I'm getting ready to go to college. And I think somebody said, you need to do something. You need some type of an activity. So I said, well, let me play volleyball. It seems to be the easiest sport that I can get to, but I wasn't into sports, wasn't athletic by any means. And I was the type of kid that, like Latasha just mentioned, I ate for taste. I didn't eat for satisfaction and nutrition. My goal back when I was younger was, it tastes good. So I wanted anything that tasted good. Like you said, the Big Macs at McDonald's, the French fries, it tasted good. I wanted it. I remember every time my mom would go to the grocery, I'd be like, Mom, don't forget to bring me back a Snicker bar. Again, it tastes good. My mom was like, Teisha, you don't need that. Yes, I do. I want it. But, now I eat for nutrition. I don't eat just for taste anymore. I eat for nutrition. I eat to make sure I'm getting the proper nutrition, the proper proteins, the proper carbs, the proper fat. And there's so many things that, I eat now for my health. I look at now, is it the good fat? Is it the saturated fat? Is it the unsaturated fat? I look at these things. How many carbs is in it? Is it the good carb? Is it the whole grain now, whole wheat? I'm just not eating for taste anymore because I've adjusted my mindset to not just eating for taste. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I miss the, I don't eat beef or pork anymore. So a lot of people ask me, do you miss it? Not really, because again, it's been years of me doing this. So I still eat chicken, lean chicken and turkey and fish, but and vegetarian meals also. But other than that, it's just like you said, it's a mindset. It's just getting your mind ready to do it and jumping in and doing it.
Just came off of a 40-day fast. So I fasted from sugars, sweet candy, added sugars. And what's amazing, so it was 40 days, and now I don't want it. And I've known that sugar is an addictive substance. It's addictive, right? So once you do it, again, going back to it, I'm talking to my brother about, once you do it and you realize the effects and the benefits of it, then you realize like what was happening. But while you're in it, it's hard to understand it.
Right.
Yeah. And then once you get there and you realize like how good you feel, like, man, you did all that, or getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep and all that. But once you start, it's like, man, this is what they've been talking about all this time.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Your mind is clear, again, days are more productive. So.
Right.
It's definitely true. I mean, just like you said, having that clear mind, having that, it's again, just getting started is half the battle. Once you start and you continue a pattern, you keep going with that pattern. A lot of people say, well, it's just so hard because, I just don't have the time to cook. I just don't have the time to do anything, or what if I'm out at a restaurant? I can't fix the food. I can't prepare the food. And I have a solution for those as well. A lot of when you keep saying I don't have time, it's because you don't make the time. Again, a lot of people want quick fixes, quick meals, quick everything. Everything in our life has become such a rush that we don't sit back and just kind of see that we do have time. If you pre-plan your meals for the week, for instance, or you set up what you're going to eat and maybe plan it out in bulk, that can help. And also, if you're going out to a restaurant, for instance, look at the menu before going to the restaurant. And then make sure you eat a small meal before going, or drink some water before going. There's so many options and tips and solutions that can help so that you're not just overeating or, you're not planning. And then, instead of always purchasing meals at work, for instance, pack your lunch, pack your snacks, pre-plan before going to the grocery. Make a list, make your grocery list, so that you're not going in and just picking up any item you see off the shelf.
I'm gonna try it. It always sounds good when people talk about it, girl. I be trying on Sunday.
Exactly.
Lord, I didn't make it this week. I'm gonna try it again next week. But that is me. I'm gonna be honest, girl. Like I know that meal prepping is possible, but it's like I'm who you're talking about. Like, can somebody come do my laundry while I do this meal prep?
But see, then you can't do your laundry while you can have the wash going, the dryer going, and you downstairs getting your vegetables cut up. All of that. You definitely can do that.
Or either look, there's an industry for it. Look, who have people watching this and y'all see. Listen, Tasha and I struggle. We struggle. We have all the things in the world. We make plans to go work out. We get the equipment. We do all the good stuff. And we really, really, really talk about doing these things. And we do it for about 2 days.
We have been a few times, Cole. We've been a few times.
We getting better. We have gotten a lot better.
All right. Okay.
We got better. But
so when you say you set the time, you set up the schedule, what is stopping you? What is causing you to, then say, you know what? Not today.
The monkey wrench.
The monkey wrench and the competing factors.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of I hear, trust me, life happens. And I think that's why I always say I try to do mine early in the morning. But like you said, with the monkey wrenches, when those happen, sometimes it's out of our control. Sometimes you can't control it. But there's other things that if those monkey wrenches come up, that you can do maybe in the house that may not take up as much of your time to leave, that, instead, grab a chair, do some tricep dips, get a chair, maybe do a couple lunges, walk in place, do some high knees in place. I get it. Trust me, I truly do. But I just, even if you can't do it in 30 minutes all at once, try breaking it up. 10 minutes, 3 times a day. Also, is options. So trust me, life happens. We're moms. These things are going to come up. They're going to come in place, but, when those things get thrown in your way, try other options. Walk in place, run in place, do some jumping jacks. If you're watching TV and a commercial comes on, I was gonna say, if you're watching TV and a commercial come on, say every time I see a commercial, I'm gonna do jumping jacks for the duration of the commercial. Jumping jack, burpees, run in place, just anything that is gonna keep you moving. And that's just during a commercial.
But I will say this, and I'm joking, but I will say I've noticed Tasha and I haven't got to sit down and digest our fast yet. But when you do something they say when you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. But when you do something for 40 days, it does become a part of your lifestyle. So I joke and say it's hard for us to do it. But what I've noticed is even committing those 40 days, I said, I had to get up in the morning and get my meditation and my prayer time and my me time to myself before the world got moving, not just my house. And so, now that I'm doing it, I'm being more consistent and I'm able to, maybe now I'm not reading that devotional, but I'm either out walking or I'm in my garage doing something. And so it's definitely a mindset and a lifestyle, because
it's definitely a mindset.
I really was at that place. Tasha texted me in the morning, we're going to meet at 7 o'clock. And I call her, she'd be like, girl, I'm just getting out the bed. But we getting it together.
Y'all getting it. Well, another suggestion I always tell people is write down goals. Write goals for yourself. And a lot of people think goals are something that you do once a year, maybe, but you can write daily goals.
Constantly.
You can write daily goals and keep changing them. Like, for instance, I every year, I don't know if this is just something for me, but every year I write my goals for the year, whether it's work related goals, mommy related goals, spiritual related goals. I write it down. I will tell you, last year I had about 10 goals, and out of the 10 goals, 8 of the 10 came to fruition for me. One of them was to be a certified nutrition coach. And I set that as a goal and I did it. So if you really set your mind, and what I always tell people is just not saying a goal in your head works. You have to write it down. When you write it down, you're using your mind, you're using your physical body. You're actually writing this goal down and you're thinking about it. And when I say write a goal, don't just say, I will lose 10 pounds. You have to have something that's very specific, that's measurable, that you're going to see. I will eat healthier to lose 10 pounds so that I'm something that's very specific. It's one of those smart goals.
Smart goals.
You gotta set a goal, and just if you believe it, you shall receive it. I go by this model all the time. If you believe in something, you shall receive it. A lot of people compare themselves to other people, but those other people you're comparing yourself to, they've gotten there because they too have set specific things in place, have put a process in place, and may have even set certain goals. So when you're looking at everybody else and saying, you know what, I wish I could do this, you can do it. You can do it. Believe in yourself and do it. Everyone has their own journey. Definitely. Everyone has their own journey.
So, and you are so right about goals. Let me put this plug in, y'all, because this is how good the God that I serve is, and how intentional and how manifestation is real. Right? I was cleaning out this closet in my house this morning that's so junky, right? And because I got this new man and he's been leaving his stuff over here, and so I had to move him to the closet down the hall. But nonetheless, when I cleaned out the closet, I found vision boards, and I do a vision board every year, and I've been doing it since high school.
Awesome.
I have a couple of them, but I don't know why. I was sitting here at my desk working a little while ago, maybe like an hour before we started, and I look up. I'm working on our business stuff. I look up. And my vision board is sitting right here because I just pulled it out because, again, I'm cleaning out my closet. And this is when I say manifestation is real. 2018, I do them all the time.
Okay, goals 2018. I see a Jeep on there. Okay.
So listen, I don't have a Jeep, but I do have a new truck.
Strong.
But look right here, Tasha. Look.
Oh,
listen, I manifested Peace Bridge back in 2018, probably before then.
Awesome.
Listen, this is why setting goals and being intentional is so important, because you can literally speak something into existence. You really can.
You can. I'm gonna put a plug for the book. Have you the books, The Secret? I truly believe in The Secret, that if you really continue to believe it, say it, and really envision yourself doing it, it's gonna you can make it. It may not happen when you expect it. It may not happen when you want it to, but trust and believe. If you continue to believe, it will happen. Or maybe it shouldn't have happened, and God sent you something that's better, something that may be what you never knew that you needed. So that is awesome. I like that.
But I mean, and it's all like, and I have other stuff on there about fitness and self-care and stuff like that, because, it's been important. I mean, now it is trending, and, in this industry, mindfulness, healthiness, healthy fitness is becoming a thing, but that is not new. This stuff is not new. This is it's just being packaged in a different way. And when it is, and you keep saying the word, it's a mindset. It's literally a mindset. We can go on YouTube and make, these videos and these motivational things. But if you don't change your mindset to say, hey, I want to be fit. What do I have to do? It's not gonna happen.
I was listening
definitely,
and I know we going. I was listening. I think it was yesterday, and he was saying that he was going through the whole health journey, and he said until he got to the point where he hated his weight, or he hated the way he was feeling, like he had to really hate it for him to do something, And he was like, he loved carbs. So he started hating his body, or hating his, the health concerns and all that, and that's when he made that change. And just, it's mindset, like you said.
And for some people, they need that trigger. Some people need a trigger in their life to help them, get to the place where they're like, you know what, I'm doing this, and I'm going to. This is the day. So whatever it takes, and it's not easy. A lot of people just struggle to where to even start. you know, where to even start. I say just get up and maybe walk up and down your hallway. Just anything, just move. Get up and move. It could, even if you start with 5 minutes of walking a day, just start somewhere. You know, it's not an easy process. Trust me, it's going to take time, dedication, and work. But with the right mindset, anything is possible.
Yeah. I would love to get
That's so true. And that's,
I want a picture of your gym. I want to post that. But I also would love to see a before, because I can't even imagine.
Okay. I have a few on my Instagram, my IG page, at Taylor Fit for You, TaylorFitForYou. At Taylor Fit for You. I do have a few pictures of me before, but yeah, I definitely, you know, going back, actually, I you know, some people cringe at, you know, where they were, but I look at it and I'm like, wow, I needed to be there to get to where I'm at today. That gave me the dedication and the drive to go back there. Not saying, you know, weight, you know, you can be a weight and still be healthy. I'm not saying that. It's just, you know, you have to just whatever goal you have set to being the healthier you. And that's what I keep saying. I'm not saying you want to get skinny thin and that's the goal for everyone. No, everyone has their own version of what's a healthy you. Healthy you just means eating healthier, eating be it moving, and it's just getting you into a healthier you. That's why I don't like using the words diets. I don't like keep using the words lose weight, because that's not for everybody. Some people may need to put on a few pounds. Just that whatever that healthy version of you is the model I'm going for. I'm motivating you to be a healthy you. So,
and listen, this is actually, I haven't even been properly introduced, but I will get to that later. Look, I won't do that right now. But I did go to your page once I seen you were doing Mama Crush Monday. Okay. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Ain't she bad?
And I did see some of your pictures, and that's why I know I could tell that you have to be, in order to go like that. I mean, I have nothing wrong. I don't have nothing against enhancements and doing it you know, the quick fix way, or going to the doctors. Yeah. Because sometimes people need that. You do.
Sometimes they do. I agree with you.
But to do it all naturally with just the commitment and changing your lifestyle and your mindset, both can be done, but that's commendable, you know, to do that on your own. I appreciate that. Go, Mama.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys for allowing me to, you know, again, crushing on me so I can share this, because like I said, everybody has a different story. Not everybody's healthy version is the same. Your healthy version, what the healthy for you is maybe different for me, you know, but as long as, you know, we all have the same goals. I see so many people are saying, what can I do to do this? What can I do? And they listen to so many different stories. It's so many different advice out there. So many different information. Which one should I listen to? You know, it's the struggle so many people experience. So I appreciate you giving me this opportunity.
So excited for this, for what's coming out. I will be on. You let me know how to get it so I can.
All right, thank you. We all about to go off. Just remember.
Well, yes, please send us your information, because we, again, you know, this is what we do. This is what we promote Black business women. I'll say specifically with moms, and you know, and it's small business right now is booming, and we want to be a part of that and help push whatever it is that you have. Because I, you know, like I said, anything that's dedicated like you, anybody who's dedicated like you are, there are women out there who may just need to hear your story, or just get in your aura and just, you know, hear some of what you have in you to go to the next step. So please make sure you send us when you get your package together, whatever it is.
Definitely. Thank you. Definitely. We'll do.
Because it's all about building community. And I'm going to put this out there since we're putting stuff in the air, Teisha, and I'll let you know the details later. But we're going to have a power weekend. So it's peace, wellness, and rest. And love
I like it.
There.
I love it.
More details to follow.
Yes.
But it's all about community, you know, and me and Cole believe that, you know, it takes a community, and we all have our own separate paths, but we're on that same walk together. So I'm so glad you came on. because it will help many women and especially me. Like, it's helped me.
Well,
Hold
thank
us
you,
accountable.
ladies.
We're gonna be like, Tasha, Teisha did it. Like, get on up and come on. We gotta go. Get up at 4.
I got a meal prep. I got to get up earlier, but I will agree with Jessica. Like, doing that 40 days of intentionally getting up has
Get you in the
definitely
mind.
been a foundation. So one thing at a time. We did the
I like that though. I like that at least because a lot of people set outrageous goals for themselves and say, I'm gonna stop this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna stop. And then sometimes
it's too much.
Sometimes it works for some people, but sometimes, like you just said, it's too much. One thing at a time. I like what you just said. One day at a time.
One thing at a time.
I like
one thing at a time.
And and can I give you ladies a shout out? Like, I'm so proud of what you have here, your platform for other Black moms and Black women, because a lot of time we go unnoticed. We have the role of so many hats, and as a mom, it's like the least respected, especially to the kid. They don't realize how much work, how much effort, how much time, how much goes into being a mom, a parent. I have not found one handbook that tells how to be a mom, how to be a good mom. All I can tell you is everyone has their own story, has their own way of doing it, and everyone tries the best way they know how. So I commend you, and I bow and salute you two ladies for even having this platform. It's to be commended for, and I'm thankful for it.
Well, I humbly say thank you so much. And I will say this again, we keep coming back to this fast. That should just tell you how powerful it is. But, one of the things that I prayed for was that if I don't do nothing else on this earth, like if nothing else I do, is that let him, his light shine through me so that somebody is drawn closer to him through what I'm doing. On this journey, we've met so many women that are pouring their heart out, telling us what they've been through, being vulnerable with us. And I'm like, I see you working, you're doing something. So I humbly say thank you. And I appreciate you coming on, giving us your time, because your schedule is busy. We're talking about it. So being able to even making time for us, we appreciate you. So thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you too.
All right, Teisha. So again, we're gonna wrap it up, but I'm so grateful for you coming on. I know it's been a while since we've seen each other.
I know.
It was good seeing you. And to all of you all viewing, thank y'all again for tuning in. It's been a pleasure learning about so much from Teisha, but how to keep the fitness and nutrition and just overall wellness while being a mommy. So that's why we're here, to help support and hold hands together. So stick with us, and we are going to help you increase your peace
with Cole and Trice.